Hey guys, good morning, welcome to the live session of Stocks Network Trading. My name is Dave, guys, my partner is Ron. Let's get down to business here, guys.
In on US30, sell, okay? I'm jumping in. Guys, that's a 100 pip drop. Yes, we caught it. Hey, guys, 200 pips, please, secure.
guys, good morning. Welcome to the live session of Stocks Never Trading. My name is Dave, guys, my partner is Ron. Let's get down to business here, guys.
In on US30, sell. Okay, I'm jumping in. Guys, that's a 100 pip drop. Yes, we caught it. Hey, guys, 200 pips, please secure.
Welcome everyone. Thank you for joining Stocks Never Trading. My name is Ron. My partner is Dave. Thanks for joining everyone. It's 6:45 p.m. Eastern. It is Thursday, October 23. How is everyone doing today? Guys, we're going to do this session till about 8:30, and then I'm going to go meet up Dave. We're going to have some chicken wings tonight, and I will be back then for either midnight or 1 a.m. Okay, I'm not going to sleep. And then we're going to go right into it, and then we're going to go till about 5 a.m. for a live London session a little later tonight, okay? So it's busy night. We're going to do Tokyo, a little bit of a break for some chicken wings, and then we're going to be back for a live London session, okay? Next week, we're going to go back to New York sessions for a little bit, and then we'll switch it up with Tokyo, London, New York. I just wanted to test out how the Tokyo sessions were, and they are absolutely phenomenal lately. Some really good volume, especially for gold. And so we're going to start to look at other sessions as well, and we'll look at London a little bit as well, okay? But main focus will be our New York sessions, but we'll start to incorporate a little bit of Tokyo, a little bit of London's, some post-New Yorks, and all of that, okay, guys? So hope you guys are doing good. Hope everyone is ready to get into these markets. And we got a new OBS layout for YouTube. And so I'm just getting used to everything right now. But as long as you guys can see the charts and you guys can see the chat and you guys can see me, we are all good, okay? We'll get into it right now. Let's go over some news, okay? So today there was some news in the markets. Some of you guys were already trading today. There was some Canadian retail sales, core retail sales coming out. There was some European news, some US existing home sales, some FOMC speakers. President Trump spoke at 3 p.m. Eastern today, right prior to the market close. We've had earnings in the pre-market, earnings in after hours. There's been a lot going on lately, okay? And let's see if we're going to have any news coming up on our session right now. So 7:30, if you're doing anything with the yen. We're going to get into the yen as well on maybe another Tokyo session. Right now, gold is focus right now, but then we're going to start to introduce USD JPY as well on the call. So we'll do gold and currency as well. There is some Japanese news coming out at 7:30 in 45 minutes on the national core CPI year over year. You have some Australian Governor Bullock speaks, and some Japanese manufacturing later tonight at 8:30, okay? And U.S. government is still shut down, still impacted. Tentative events are subject to delay, revision, and cancellation. But tomorrow is a big day as well for flash manufacturing coming in tomorrow. So you can see we're going to do the London session as well. So we'll be prepared for all of this. We'll do all of our news and analysis. We'll have some fun in London if you guys want to join me at that time. And also, the U.S. government shutdown is reaching a tipping point that could send the economy into a little bit of a spin. So it's right now, it's still going on almost 1 month of being shut down. So we'll see how long this is going to continue, and we'll see what happens, okay? Earnings, guys, there was lots of earnings today in the pre-market and after hours. Pre-market earnings today, American Airlines, pretty good earnings. T-Mobile released, Honeywell, and then in the after hours, there was a big company here, Intel. I had some call options on Intel I bought a couple weeks ago. I was in anticipation. As soon as I heard the American government and Donald Trump were investing in this company, it was pretty much good to go on the green side. So I had call options, and they are in the money right now. So I'm going to exercise those tomorrow and probably sell them in the pre-market or when the market opens up. Look at their estimates. They were earnings per share for Intel 0.02 cents. And look at the actual report, 23 cents. That's a massive, massive increase on earnings per share. They beat the revenue from 13.11 billion to 13.65. Growth was pretty good, and the surprise is over 1,000%. Why? Because this company was trading at like $50, then dumped down to $20, $18, and then started to climb its way back up slowly. And then the US government took a 10% stake in it. Donald Trump was invested in it. And as soon as I heard that, I went straight to the options and bought some call options. And they are doing great right now. So, hey guys, that's how you trade the stock and option market. You got to follow some securities, see what's going on. Is it good news, bad news? Do you want to be on the buy side or the sell side? Pick a strike date and pick your expiration date and go from there. But we'll start to get more education on this as well, because I know a lot of you guys want to learn all about this too. Okay, Ford had earnings today, pretty good earnings. Guidance was not the greatest, but great earnings. And tomorrow morning there's a little bit as well. We got Procter & Gamble, General Dynamics, just to name a few, and there won't be anything in the after hours on Friday. Next week is busy, so you guys got some homework for the weekend. Start to look at Monday, 11 before the open, 45 after the close. Tuesday, 69 corporations pre-market, 83 in the after hours. Look at Wednesday, 89 in the pre-market, 138 in the after hours. This is when the big names start reporting, big tech, Apple, Nvidia, MicroStrategy, Microsoft, Google, all those big names will be reporting coming next week. So pay attention to those dates, guys, because they can affect the S&P 500, NASDAQ, and Dow Jones. In the news right now, here it is. Intel stock jumps as earnings beat. AI drives chip demand. AI is ridiculous right now. It's nonstop. Intel's results followed a slew of high-profile investments, what I was just talking about, from the likes of Nvidia and U.S. government. So how can you short the company when you hear that Nvidia is investing in Intel, the U.S. government is invested into Intel? As soon as I started reading up on this a couple weeks ago, I started to buy options. Okay, buy call options. It's not rocket science, guys, but just follow the money. I'm following what Nvidia is buying. I'm following what the U.S. government is buying. Okay. You don't have to have a political opinion, this or that, what you think about, just follow the money. It's as easy as that. And right now, Intel is up 7.3% in the after hours right now after this beat in the earnings. Okay, so tech leads stock gains as Trump confirms the Xi meeting. So this is coming up very, very soon. Google, Anthropic announced a cloud deal worth tens of billions of dollars. So this might, push Google up in the next few days. CPI inflation set to quench data-starved investors' thirst. So inflation keeps going up. I don't know about you guys, but where I am here in Ontario, Canada, pricing of everything is just continuing to skyrocket. Everything is going up. Target plans to cut 1,800 corporate roles. So you can see a lot of layoffs now coming in the markets. Ford beats on earnings, but warns a big hit from the plant fire. So that's what I was just talking about. Ford had great earnings, but the guidance was a little suspect. Elon Musk presses for a $1 trillion pay plan from Tesla to build a robot army. Yes, guys, a robot army. I don't think we're going to have any more human beings in the near future in military. I think it's going to be all robotics. It sounds like a movie, but it could be, 5, 10, 15, 20 years from now. That's what we might see. So let's figure it out and start investing in with these companies that are going to start to lead this mission. What else we got going on in the news? Let's see right here. Trump reopens oil drilling Alaska Arctic Wildlife Refuge. Drill, baby, drill, as Trump says. We'll see what's happening with that. Okay, guys. Discord, guys, we sent a few signals today. Lots of gold signals. You can see, guys, look at what a 0.1 and micro sizes can do. You don't have to have massive lot sizing. You can go a 0.1, which is $1 per pip. You look now with today's volatility and volume, you can find 200 pip moves intraday, no problem. And you can see how it's yielding $200, $200. That's $400. That's like daily wages for most people, you know, and they start to add up. If you have proper risk management, they start to add up. And look at these ones, like going for 340 to 350 pips. You can make your weekly targets, guys, no problem. Like with today's volume, you could really do a lot with smaller sizing. But if you go in drawdown, you also have to handle the drawdown as well. You got to know how to handle it, okay? So don't get in lot sizing or contract sizing that you panic as soon as you get in and there's a little bit of drawdown. You got to be able to handle the drawdown like a professional trader and not panic. You should already have calculated how much you're willing to invest in that trade. And if you lose it, it's not the end of the world. Don't panic, okay, guys? Thanks, everyone on YouTube for joining. We have 100 viewers. There's a free Telegram channel pinned at the top of the channel for you guys. So it's got our YouTube links. I suggest you join this free Telegram because we post the links in there. You'll get the London link posted and everything like that we're going to do later on. Before and afters of the trade ideas, trade setups to show you what we do here so you can get a little bit more familiar with what these are before you join the team, so you'll understand what these are. Guys, we do have coming up on November 1st and 2nd. It's a Saturday, Sunday. It's a risk management crash course / boot camp, 2 days. It's scheduled to be from 12 p.m. Eastern to about 3 p.m. It might go a little longer. It might go 4 or 5 p.m. depending on how much information we got and questions and things like that. So it's open to everybody. Our lifetimers at SST, you guys got it. Everything we do here, you guys always have that. And then anyone else that wants to join, everything is in here. The links are available. You also get a 1-month membership with us and get part of that boot camp. If you need to polish up on your risk management, want to learn some new tips and strategies, and I'll be breaking it down for you guys. I'd love to have everyone on that. The more the merrier, right? And it will be recorded and uploaded on the website for members that can't make it. Okay, guys, what else we got going on? There's lots of blogs available for you guys as well. You can join Dave in the New York sessions right here with the private Zoom. Dave is killing it, getting pips on gold on the daily with the team. So just join us, guys. This is the link right over here, everything, okay? And then on our website, stocksnipertrading.com, this is where you can find most of the stuff. If you want education, lots of education with myself and Dave, courses, webinars, boot camps, everything in here. If you're in a beginner program, more in an intermediate program, then we get into advanced concepts, topics, strategies. There's super systems here, and then our Sunday lifetime coaching sessions, and we're gonna have one this Sunday, 9 a.m. Eastern with the lifetime crew. Okay. And finally, guys, your blogs are available right over here. If you go to more blogs, there's all your blogs. There was one we did a few days ago on the Tokyo trading session. Again, I hope some of you guys read it and get more familiar with this session, because this is what we're doing right now, okay? And finally, we appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for liking. Hit the subscribes. Hopefully we can get this to 87,000. Another 25 subs will make me very happy. And we appreciate all of you guys, okay? So, you guys want to get into it? Who wants to do a top down? Top down on gold. I do. You guys want to do a little top down on gold? We got lots going on in the markets, but we have a lot going on also in sports. Big gambling ring just unfolded. Casinos were using x-ray machines. In NBA basketball, coaches, referees, players got all busted right now for with the La Cosa Nostra, Italian mafia, Gambino families. Guys, what type of world are we living in right now? It's just insane right now. Every day when you turn the TV on, there's like, what the hell is going on in this world? It's unbelievable. The gambling stuff is crazy. I was just thinking about it. Like, these guys get paid millions and millions and millions of dollars to dribble a basketball and shoot a basketball. How much, like, do you think they're making on the side with this gambling, with this sports betting and rigging games and doing all kinds of monkey business and shit like that. I don't know. If I was in the NBA, you couldn't catch me doing that. They pay me enough. I wouldn't be doing that stuff. But it's multi-millions. Yeah, like that's how they built Vegas, guys. If you ever go to Vegas, you'll see how they built it, man. It's crazy. But that's for another day. We'll talk about all that. Like, I love sports. I love sports. I love sports just as much as I love trading. But it's fun. It's interesting. I want to see how that stuff unfolds. Chauncey Billups, like, I watched this man live in Detroit. Like, I can't believe it. And Raptors, 138 points last night. Season opener record. And love it, guys. Okay, we'll talk sports. It's also NFL night, Thursday night. We got some NFL. Okay, but let's get into it. You guys are not here to talk sports. We're here to talk candlesticks. So we're going to get ready for... It's 7 p.m. right now. Okay, we got lots of time, but let's start doing an analysis. Okay, let's start on the daily. Okay, so have you guys already done your top down? Or I want to know, have you guys already done your top down earlier today? Did you guys do it like maybe 15-20 minutes before we started this session? Do you guys have your points of interest? Do you guys have your points of control? Did you go down from daily to your 4-hour, hourly, maybe down to your 5 minutes? How is it going, guys? Do you guys feel comfortable doing it? Is it challenging? Do you guys find it a little easier to go? Do you guys know what you're looking for? Yeah. Oh, guys, I'm sorry. Welcome everyone on Zoom. Thanks everyone for joining. Justin, how are you, man? Thank you for joining. I hope you're doing good. Carl, good day to you. Morning, it's morning for you. For us, it's evening here. Welcome. Soon it will be morning when I do the London session in a couple hours. Mohamed, welcome, brother. Mike, thank you for joining, boss. I hope you're doing good. Welcome, guys. Sergio, welcome. Thank you for joining, boss. Welcome. What a scandal. Sounds like we're back in the 80s, 90s. Yeah, I know. I believe we're in the 90s right now. When I see the Blue Jays right now in the World Series, tomorrow game 1, I literally watched the Blue Jays when it was Atlanta and Philadelphia. I was 10 and 11 years old, 1992 and 93. And that's, guys, if you ask me what are my favorite sports team, it was right there in the early 90s. I'm telling you guys, I was 12 years old. Toronto Blue Jays, Montreal Canadiens won the Stanley Cup, Dallas Cowboys, and the Chicago Bulls because of Michael Jordan. But now I'm transitioned into a Raptors because Toronto, okay? So, and I'm loyal. I've never cheated on those teams. I've never jumped off ship. Everyone says you should have with the Dallas Cowboys, but I'm I'm riding it with these teams. So I don't know if the Blue Jays can beat the Dodgers with Ohtani, but anything can happen. We got Bo Bichette back in the lineup, so it's going to be big, guys. Maybe we should watch a baseball game together on a stream. And UFC is this weekend as well, so a lot going on, okay? So welcome, guys. X-Red Clues, welcome. Bro, I love the OBS outlay. I love it. It looks nice. Welcome. HKMS, welcome. And everyone on YouTube, thank you guys for all joining. I appreciate all of you guys. Karune, welcome. Thank you for joining. Justin, again, welcome, boss. Trading Upwards, thank you for joining. Sanity, yeah, thanks, Sanity, for messaging me. A little issues at first, but we got it going now. Welcome, everyone, okay? And if I have missed you guys, I apologize. I shout outs to everybody. Let's have some fun, guys. And just hit the like button, please, guys, if you guys can. We're going to be a short session. We're going to go for like the next 90 minutes. So hopefully we can get some more viewers in here watching us what we do with gold. And I'm going to go for some wings with Big Dave in a little bit, okay? I'll have some wings for you guys. Drop in the chat what your favorite wings are. For me, I like fire and ice and Cajun dipped inside a nice medium sauce. Okay, so let's get started with the daily, all right? Remember we came off of that big sell-off candle on Tuesday, and there was a market push down, but it came back in. Now we've been just consolidating in here. So we could either, consolidate to move our way back up into 50% of this big bearish candle, or we're doing a little bit of a bear flag and we're going to continue to push down and fill these wicks and move down, okay? So we're in a little bit of a predicament right here. We're in a tough area. This is and then I look at what is today. It's Thursday. We're going into Friday. So we got to be very careful with Friday tomorrow. Are they going to pump gold back up a little bit, or are they going to maybe fake it to the upside and then they dump it, sell it off on a Friday going into the weekend? Or are they going to do kind of opposite? They're going to push it down early and then move it back up near the end of the day going into the weekend to open it up next week, okay? So those are just some things that we can talk about, right? But let's just analyze. So first thing I do is, let's concentrate on the all-time high area, okay? So first thing I do is, let's locate where the all-time high is. It's right here. There's three wicks, basically. So I'm gonna go orange. I like orange because it's Donald Trump's face. It's his makeup. So just every time we see an orange line, we know it's all-time high and it's Donald Trump, okay? I don't know if he's still wearing the orange makeup or if he's kind of gave it a little bit of a rest, but that's his makeup up here, okay? So we did hit all-time high on Monday, but you see it's kind of like equal highs, okay? So they haven't really pushed it for a new all-time high. It's kind of 3 times all equal right around this area at 4,380. Now, this is where I start my red zone. So I start it from the orange line and I bring it down to these bodies. I make it red to signify that it is sellers, right? And then I drag it across. So if we can all do this together, let's do this, okay? And the key is to stretch it into the future. Reason being is if it does come back in here, we want to anticipate that it's still going to be the all-time high sellers, and maybe that could be the second top pushing it down, okay? I'm just going to change these colors so you guys can all see, make them a little thicker, okay? We got that, guys? So do you guys understand, like, very basic, that is kind of like a double top pattern. When you look at it like this is the one top. Now we got the neckline where we're consolidating. So that's what I was saying. It could come all the way into 50% of this candle right there and be a lower high. But however, it could come all the way back in there. It could break for a new all-time high, but maybe it comes in there. Remember we saw in the 4 hours where it came in there, and then the 4 hours was a nice double top that sold that big bar right there. So it could come back down, and then there it is. So that's us anticipating in case it's going to be a double top up there, okay? And what do I do up there? I can either place a line at the bottom of the box, at the all-time high, or in the mid. I like to be right in the middle, right at the psychological midpoint. So right there, I draw a yellow daily point of interest, 4,353, and I right click it and I add an alert, okay? So now I will be alerted at any time. I can be anywhere. I can be eating chicken wings at the restaurant and gold is coming in there, and I'll get a notification on my mobile, and Ron is a scalper, so I'm jumping right into my 5 minutes, 1 minute, and I'm ready to go to scalp for some pips. So I will get alerted when it gets in there, okay? Right now, we don't have to worry about that. We're nowhere near that right now. But we want to make our charts ready for tomorrow, next week, next month, next year, okay? We all got that, guys? So that's how we identify our all-time high supply, and we stretch it into the future with an alert. Now, we were barcoding right over here. Lots of barcoding volume right in here. So I'm just going to highlight it like neutral so we can all pay attention here. So we had that big blue candle come up Thursday. We had a black candle on Friday. We had another big blue candle on Monday. And then we had the biggest sell-off black candle in gold in over a decade. Okay, 12 years to be exact. And so that was kind of a consolidation. Do you guys know how to identify or interpret single bars? That's a single bar double top. Do you guys know how that works? Very easy. One bar goes up, one bar goes down. The third bar goes up, the fourth bar goes down. There it is. See? That's an M pattern on single bars. Now you start to understand why I like scalping. Because when I identify this like on 1 minute, I like to maybe sell that candle right there and get maybe 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 pips, get in and out. Sometimes you got to be careful too, because this could be an impulse break and goes back in. But if you kind of read it properly and you have that intuition and it goes down, you're looking to fill wicks, get your pips, and dip out of the market because it could come right back in, okay? So do you guys understand that? That's it, how you can interpret single bars, what they're doing, okay? So that's exactly a double top with 4 bars. And that was the zone that we consolidated. And you can see it's roughly, look at the bottom of this volume right there. It's kind of 50% of that big black candle. We're not gonna guess, we're gonna do it exactly. So one area I like to identify is where bodies close and bodies open, right there. I'm gonna place a yellow line right here. That body closed on Friday, that's where we opened on Monday, okay? And now, let's just look at the number, 4,245. We're close to that 4,250 psychological area. But now let's measure this candle and let's find out the point of control. It's obviously a big bearish candle. It closed below 1, 2, 3 big bullish candles. So we engulf those. So let's grab our Fibonacci tool from the opening day's balance and drag it down to the closing balance. And you see the 0.5? 50% of that bullish volume is right near our line of those bodies. So what we can do is now we can take our yellow line and put it exactly right at 50%, 4,240, and then there's our point of control. The one ratio above in this situation is the 382, and the one below is the 618. You might have it reversed depending on how your Fib tool is when you plot this, okay? I'm not really looking at the numbers, I'm just looking at those lines, right? So that's how we identify the point of control. The candle closed bearish down there, so it's got to be a red point of control, illustrating that those are sellers. If it was a football game, like if it was a red team against this green team, the red team is winning, right? So I give the red team the benefit of the doubt, right? Because they were in control of Tuesday's big bearish volume. So what I do is, again, once I've identified the zone, I stretch it into the future. So what I'm saying is, when I give them the benefit of doubt, let's say gold starts coming up bullish. If it comes in there, my first gut instinct is I give the sellers the benefit of the doubt, and maybe they're there and they're going to push it down, and that would be a lower high in the market because it comes in here and transacts with these orders that haven't been transacted, and maybe there's more sellers willing to come in and keep the selling pressure to continue to push down without coming into the all-time high. So they're protecting the all-time high, but by creating a lower high. Do you guys understand that? You got to understand this. If you understand what I'm doing right now, you'll understand how to do this on the 15 minutes, the 5 minutes, and the 1 minutes. It's the same shit. All candlesticks have the same characteristics. I could get rid of this watermark at the back of the chart where it says one daily, and these could be, I could tell you guys these are 1 minute candles. This was a 1 minute bullish candle, that was a 1 minute bearish candle, that was a 1 minute bullish candle, and then that was a big 1 minute bearish candle, and we're doing the same analysis. You guys understand that? Okay? Once you understand this, then you can decide what style trading fits your personality and your lifestyle. So once you learn this, you might say, Ron, I enjoy scalping. I want to get in and out of the markets. Some of you guys say scalping is not for me. It's too fast. I want to slow it down. I want to be maybe concentrate on the 30-minute, 1 hour candles. Whatever floats your boat, I don't care, but you'll figure it out yourself, right? I had the luxury of trying to be a swing trader, intraday trader. I still do those things, but with different securities. But my go-to is scalping. That's what I'm known for, and that's what I do. And reason being is I like fast. I like to get in the markets and get out. I don't want to sit at the computers for 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 hours a day. I want to get in, maybe 1 hour, 90 minutes, 2 hours maximum, hit my daily goal, and go on with life, okay? As you guys should be too. But I understand when you're learning, you got to put in the time. I remember when I was learning 24 hours a day, around the clock, nonstop, because I wanted to really learn the skill of trading. So I respect all of you guys putting in the time and actually learning, okay? So can I move forward, guys? This is pretty basic, but you guys got it, okay? Tokyo's a little bit more of a slower session, so I can do a little bit more education, because when New York comes, it's really fast. So, but I'm doing the same stuff, okay? So let's see now, it came down, let's follow this bearish candle, and then it closed right there. So let's follow the closing price, and look, the closing price is right there, and look at where the next day, Wednesday, opened. I can see it come up, go down, and close below the line. Again, yesterday, we had a strong bullish candle that came back up, and then look at where it closed. Again, right here, 4,125. Again, we're playing around with this yellow line today, okay? If we do come back up bullish, we could probably fill yesterday's wick and maybe the top right in here. So either one of these wicks, you can place a line at Wednesday's high, either Thursday's high, Or what we can do is we could place it like right in the middle if you like. Like you could go right at the top, at that wick, or right in the middle, wherever you like, okay? I'm just gonna go with the fresh high, which was yesterday, okay? I'm just gonna place it on there. And now, guys, we got some other points of interest below us, okay? We have a body close and a body open right here. So let's identify those. In case we come down, maybe we're gonna revisit this area. So that's breaking 4,100. 4,097 to be exact. If we continue to come down and test that and continue to break, maybe we will fill the prior day's wick right over there, okay? I can continue to do this. I will locate those bodies to bodies right there if we continue moving bearish. Now, let's analyze today's daily candle that just opened up, okay? So we opened up and it was initially bullish where we came up, and we've created a high so far, okay? I know it's early. We still have over 21 hours to go before this daily candle closes. It just opened a few hours ago. I can see that 4,132 is our highest point currently. And then the sellers rejected it, so I can see it's still lower than yesterday, and it's lower than the previous day. And we are still below the big bearish point of control of that candle. So technically, sellers are still in control. However, buyers have the trend, right? But right now we're in a momentary bear leg coming down. So we're trying to figure out now where's kind of the consolidation, and either are we going to move back up or are they just going to flag it back down, okay? So this is the flag on the daily. If you guys want to kind of mark this area, maybe from the purple to those bodies, right in there. If you kind of want to consolidate this as a daily trader, that's what I would be doing. I just make it neutral, and this is where you got a black body, a black body, a blue body, a black body. So we're barcoding on the daily currently. Again, on the daily volume, it's accumulating. Sellers are accumulating, buyers are accumulating, sellers are accumulating, and it's either going to move back down to the downside if sellers accumulate more, or it's going to go back up and fill these wicks if the buyers accumulate more, okay? Right now, it's still in accumulation. It might take a couple days before it gets out of here, but you got to recognize that, right? So let's just continue. We came down, sellers brought it down to the opening balance, and then they broke it and pushed it even further down. That's our lowest point of the day. Notice how we're trading into right now 50% of yesterday's bullish volume, right around there, okay? And there's a wick at 4,110 pushing the bar right back up to right up here, okay? So one last thing that I like to do is maybe just figure out where's the point of control or 50% of yesterday's bullish volume, so I know when I'm trading today what I'm trading into. You see right there, there's the 0.5, today's wick just below it. You know, you can keep the purple line right at the 0.5 if you want to put it there, or keep it right at the today's wick. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to acknowledge where that bullish point of control box is from yesterday's bullish volume. So I know when we're trading right now what we're trading into, okay? So we're trading into yesterday's bullish demand, and right now that's why it's producing that wick, okay? If we break this, then we have a high probability we're going to come back down to this yellow line and test yesterday's opening balance, and maybe break a little further and test this wick down here before it comes all the way down there, okay? So this is like my scalp zones. Those yellow lines, I can measure them from 4,097 to 82. Just do the math. 97 minus 82 is 15. So I know that's $15 move on gold. That's 150 pips if you're trading in Forex, okay? So right now, we got a little bit of a bearish daily candle. It's still pushing down from right here, but we are in a consolidation, okay? So now let's break down this daily candle. I know it's early on the 4 hour, but what we can see is more of the 4 hour trend. So there, guys, you see, if you identify this area and you stretch it into the future on the 4 hours, there's the clean double top. Look how clean it is. It came in, There's the neckline. That's what we're going through on the daily right now, this neckline, what I just explained. And then the buyers brought it right back up. And you see when it came in, there's the double top that tagged the all-time high. And then there's the second leg, the M, that broke down. And it came all the way down. Look at there. We're getting a lot of support at this 4,000 area. Came back up. It tested a second time right there, that wick, and the buyers brought it right back up. Third time it came down there and they brought it right back up. So see where all of the volume is concentrated here at 4,060, and it's still holding. So right now it kind of came back up, and then we got this 4 hour each, 4, 8, 12 hours coming back down. So is it going to come down into some support here and then buyers are going to bring it back up? Or are these sellers going to maybe push it back down and test this area right here? That would be a better buying area. That would be like a double bottom on the 4 hour to maybe push it back up. However, if a 4 hour candle closes below here, you see how there's just 3 wicks? If a 4 hour body closes below there, could retest this, and then that 4 hour momentum could be filling those wicks and continue to break lower, okay? So do you guys recognize this M pattern on the 4 hours? See how clearly it is? See how, that's why I was saying if we come up there on the daily, we have to be ready and anticipate it with an alert. That's what I'm doing, okay? So right now, let's just see what's going on the 4 hours. This is the 4 hour structure. So I can see kind of the high points, and if I bring it down to the bodies, I know where I have 4 hour now resistance or supply, whatever you want to call it, sellers. They're right there in the market. I can see now where all of the sellers are. They're just below 50% of this bearish candle right in here. I can see it came in there, back down. It impulsively broke out of it and then back down. It came in here again and they closed it one more time and then we're pushing back down. So that can be another red zone on your chart. This one above here is on the daily. It's much higher, but this one is another block in the market right now. So stretch that one into the future. And notice the number, 4,150, right in there, okay? So what you can do is kind of lower this yellow line, maybe right into 50%, leave it right at 4,150. So what I'm saying is, if the 4 hour volume comes in like later tonight, maybe it might get rejected, and then it's a kind of like a double top, where it came in there, back down, comes in, another top. If they can break it out, where there was an impulse, but I don't see any blue volume closing above there in order to flip that zone blue. So right now, sellers are still pushing it down, but we've got good 4 hour support being built down in here at 4,060. So you see this little zone right here? I'm going to go up to this wick right over here, go to my yellow line, make it green, stretch into the future to show where there's a nice 4 hour demand pocket. Right in here, it's coming up, volume closing in there. Big wicks going down, but it comes it's rejected with buyers and the volume closes right back again. And then comes back down again aggressively, but the buyers bring it and close it right back in there. And then we push up, kind of barcode, and then it goes back up. So if we ever come back down into here, you know, we gotta anticipate maybe we could be buying gold down in here, right? So see that yellow line there? Again, I just move it up to about 50%, add an alert there, and I'm ready this week if it does come in there, okay? So right now in the 4 hour, you see we're trading at the lowest point of the day. We've got some levels below us. This 4 hour candle is going to close in 2.5 hours, so we have a lot of time. It's still pushing down. It could continue to break this. But what we got to watch for later on is to see if this black candle can close below this green zone, because we'll flip it red and maybe we're going to continue to push down. Maybe the buyers will hold this and then we're going to curl back up and we can look for buys, okay? So now I'm going to go off of the 4 hour candle and I'm going to bring us into the 1 hour. Now we can see more specifically how we were trading today, kind of bottomed out. Wednesday, 11 a.m., we moved up, consolidate right here. This was the futures market, and then we kind of pushed back down. It came back up right around midnight, going into 2 a.m. is pre-London. There's London. And we're just continuing to trade in here and come right back up. And now it's kind of moving down. It came into that big red zone and slowly it's going lower low, came back up lower high, new lower low, come back up lower high. Now I can see when we hit the highest point of day, again, it's early, it was the opening hour, 6 p.m. But right now, our next hourly candle, look, it opened, it came in. We are still below hourly volume. So I use a white line now to let me know where my hourly 50% is, right there. See how I just cut that hourly body in half, right in there. 4,121.120. To be exact, grab your Fibonacci tool from the opening balance of that 1 hour to the closing balance. There's exactly the 50%. right there, right? And then if I want, I can even do a bearish hourly control right there. Because if I'm scalping on the 5 minutes, I just want to know that if I'm coming back up, that's an hourly point of control. Just right there. I don't need to stretch it all the way in the future, just a little bit. Then I know just for the next couple hours that's hourly resistance. Make sense, guys? And now the sellers are still pushing it down to the lowest point of the day right now. So we're going to see if we can break and maybe fill that wick and maybe get down somewhere into here. Myself as a scalper, it would be all nice to come all the way down to the yellow line. However, what if it just comes down to 50% of like the bottom of this green zone to the yellow line? What happens if we just cut that in half? Just to be on the conservative side. If we do get some pips, we get it down to there, because I can see buyers came in right there, buyers came in right there. They could come in again right there. But if we go into maybe a sell, like right here, and it's breaking down, we're up 50, 55 pips. We go to a break even, we scale out, because it could get a wick and come right back up on us. But if we know if it breaks that white line, we could be coming down to the yellow line like a magnet, and then we can grab 100 pips. But I just want to keep that as like a safety net, just in case, right? Do you guys know why I put that there? Because remember, I'm a scalper. I'm not looking for 200, 300, 400 pips. I would love if I scalp the candle and it goes down 200, 300 pips. Don't get me wrong. I'll take the money. But as a scalper, you got to be more disciplined with 30, 40, 50 pips and understand that that's an important area, because I can see hourly wicks bounced off of that, okay? And it's a nice psychological area right around 4,100, okay? So what's the overall trend on the hour? I'm seeing a big rally coming down here. It came back up. That's like a dead cat bounce, we call it, where it came up. Sellers repositioned themselves, pushed it down for a new low, and then buyers brought it right back up. But again, they're struggling with this 4-hour supply zone. And we have another leg pushing back down. Yes, we could come all the way back up again, but we got to give the benefit of doubt right now to the sellers that they're working it down right now. But buyers, if you look at this trend, at that low, we got a higher high, higher low, a new higher high, new higher low, higher high, but we have no new higher highs. You see, every one after that is lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, and a lower high. So we got to give it to the sellers. Overall trend is selling, and they're still pushing it down with lower highs, okay? On the 5 minutes now, this is what we enjoy scalping right over here. So I can see that the 5 minute sellers right now, like since 2:30, 3 p.m., going into the end of the day of Wall Street, 4 p.m., they were selling it. We found a little bit of a bottom right there. We came back up. That's what created the highest point of the day, 6 p.m. That's 1800 military time. And we pushed right back down. Can't break that. Came back up. There's that hourly lower high, that point of control, and pushing right back down. So this is where we're trading at right now, okay? There's a little tiny bit of a bullish trend forming right now, okay? So we'll just keep like a trend line like this. I make it, anything I do on the 5 minutes, I like to make it like a red line, either a red trend line, red cut line. We can see kind of this trend that's kind of pushing down right here. So we're kind of in this little, pennant flag right now in the lowest point of the day in that little supporting green box, okay? So looking at the time, it's not even 7:30. Let's see what happens. Maybe we see a possible setup, maybe get into a little bit of a trade prior to futures market opening up. But again, what I like to do is kind of just measure a candle, just so I can see what the average range of a candle is, like at this current time. If I just measure this black candle, it's 40 pips. Like, these are still big candles, guys. Remember, if we trade at this time on like last year or something, like a gold candle like this at 7:30 would be about 10 pips maximum. And now they're trading at, look, 30, 40 pips. Like, these things are pretty intense. They're filled with volume. It's like the whole world is excited to trade and invest in gold right now. So for us as intraday traders or scalpers, and I'm saying us, I know some of you guys are also swing traders. I'm a swing trader as well. But right now we're scalping the markets. These are like beautiful for a scalper. Like, all it takes is getting in one candle or two, and that's it. You could basically have hit a daily goal or well on your way to a daily goal. However, too, I gotta also talk on the other side. If we take a trade and it goes into drawdown, We could take a severe drawdown, right? We could be in 50 pips, 100 pips of drawdown as well if it goes against us. So this is, yes, it's great on the winning side, but it's also detrimental on the losing side. So this is where you got to also incorporate your risk. I know it's fun if you're trading with big lot sizing and you nail one of these candles, you can make a shit ton of money, okay? But we also got to look at it on the other side. What happens if you use a big lot size and it goes against you? And you go 50, 70, 100, 150 pips in drawdown. You may possibly blow your account, blow a prop firm, hit your daily drawdown, or if you're trading with your own money, you could lose literally $500, $1,000 of your money. Are you willing to put yourself through that? What I recommend is go small. Look at this is a 0.1. This is $1 per pip, making 200 pips, $200, $200, 280. 275, another 100, another 100. They add up, guys. You can make $100 a day. You can be on your goal to $200 a day. Okay? $200 a day, if you can do that while you're working, it's a supplemental income. It's $1,000 a week. It's an extra $4,000 US for your family, supplemental income, pay off your credit cards, pay off your mortgage, pay your car notes, and then eventually, keep paying off your debts, learning to do this. Maybe you're going to bump it up to make $200 a day. And then now you're making $1,000. You could be making $4,000 a month. Continue to get it, scale it up. Eventually, some of you guys might get to the point where you're making $10,000 a month trading. You're crossing over 100K. That's perfect. But slow increments, guys. Learn how to make $10 a day. Learn how to make $50 a day and then you'll get to $100 a day. I know everyone wants to say, Ron, I want to make $1,000 a day. I want to make $2,000 a day. But I say, can you make $20 a day? Can you just learn how to make 50 pips a day? And everyone says, well, Ron, 50 pips a day is really easy. I can nail one candle. I know it sounds very easy, but can you do it on a consistent basis? Then don't just tell me, yes, you can do it on one day. I'm going to ask you, can you do it Monday to Friday? You might say, yes, I did it all week this week. Okay, then show me that you can do it for 2 weeks in a row. Show me 3 weeks in a row. Let's show me that you can do it for 1 month. Then we can start having a real conversation. And then you say, Ron, I've been doing this for 1 month. Fantastic. Let's see if you can do this for 2 months, 3 months straight. And then you really start getting that confidence. Anyone can do trading for 1 day, 1 week here and there, but the consistency is what matters. That's what separates real traders, is being consistent on a daily basis. Yes, you're going to take losses. You're going to have days where you don't hit daily goals. You're going to hit daily losses. I have that too, okay? I'm a trader just like you guys. I am not a perfect trader. But I have days where I lose, but I just hit my daily loss and I'm done trading for the day. I never used to be like that when I first started. I used to keep going and going and going until I blew up accounts, until it was just I couldn't get out of the markets because I was so pissed off that I gave money back, and I had to figure out a way to keep trading to get it back. And then I was revenge trading. I was doing stupid things. I was trading on emotion, and I would lose and lose and lose. Finally, I stopped trading like that. So we all got to learn this, guys. It's very important, okay? And with today's volatility, it's extremely important that you follow your risk management, okay? I've even reduced my sizing down this month, right? Normally I trade gold with a larger lot sizing. I've decreased it substantially myself, okay? When you come to trade, you leave your ego outside. I'm telling you guys the honest truth. If you trade with an ego, you're not going to do good in the markets. The markets are bigger than you, no matter how big you think you are, no matter how big you think your account is, no matter how much capital you have. The markets have more money than you. The markets have more liquidity than you. We're playing with their liquidity, okay? Whether you're playing with a prop firm, whether you're playing with your own money, you're basically trading their volume. That's why they're called market makers. They make the game, right? So they have more funds available to liquidate us. Even if one of us is trading with, let's say, $10 million today, there's an institution that's trading with $20 million, and they can liquidate you, okay? They're big bullies. So if you want to play that game where you think you're bigger than them and better than them, good luck. I tried it early on and I got humbled real quick. It doesn't work, guys. So stay in your own lane. That's what I always say. When you're driving, you stay in your own lane. Look forward and focus on yourself. Don't worry about who's driving on the right side. Don't worry about who's driving on the left side. You focus in your lane, stay in your own lane, and just go forward, okay? That's a good quote in life. Just stay in your own lane. Now, we gotta follow this bearish candle. It's closing in 1 minute. If it closes below this green zone, this might be our first 5-minute bar in a long time closing below here, okay? So sellers are pushing it down. This is a heavy candle, guys. Like, look at this shit. Holy, 60 pip candle, and it's 7:30. Okay, do you guys have any questions? We just went through a top down. Was there anything that you guys were confused about, or are we all good? What I'm looking for right now is this first bearish candle to see if this candle is going to be a fake out down here or if it's going to be a legit close down here. Okay, so let's just pay attention to this first. Welcome, Lady Stone. Good evening. Thanks for joining. Okay, here's the close. Okay, so it did close below that green zone. So this is what I do, guys, okay? So I'm very robotic with my trading. So it did prove to me it closed below that green zone. That's why I switched the big green zone to red to signify that this could be an area of offers or sellers or resistance or supply, whatever you guys call it, okay? Another thing what I like to do is maybe cut that bearish candle in half. See how it's coming up bullish, bullish, bullish right now? So let's see if it gets rejected and maybe it will push down further. Right now, you still see how it's holding that bullish volume. I like to zoom in when I'm scalping. Do you guys enjoy, like, if I zoom in? I like to see the bigger picture, right? We have our lines below us. We know what the lines are. We just talked about it. I want us to focus on this bullish candle. So you see how it opened? It's got a small wick. It didn't push down to fill that wick down there. It's coming up with the bullish volume right now. So this could be a fake out candle, right? It closed bearish and now the buyers are buying it right back up. Will it engulf this entire bearish bar or will it trade right into 50% or test that purple line, which was the previous low, which could be now resistance? Okay, so you see their wick right now. So sellers are pushing it down right now, right below 50%. That point of control. If I did the point of control of this candle, I'm showing you right now where it's getting pushed down. There it is. Remember, we did it on the daily, we did it on the 4-hour, we did it on the hourly. This is how you can do it on a 5-minute candle. Same shit. Okay, right there. There's the 382 and the 618. So you see, I just found the point of control of that bearish candle, and you see how we're trading right in it right now. Okay, it hasn't, there's 50%, there's where it came in and it just got rejected out of it. So you see how you can right there learn how to do that on all. Remember, I told you a candlestick has the same characteristics. This could be a daily candle, this could be a 4-hour candle, this could be a 1-hour candle, this could be a 15-minute candle. It's actually a 5-minute candle, and I'm showing you right there how they just rejected it, and now it's a pin bar candle with less than 3 minutes to go, where sellers have brought it now back down to the opening balance. So if it pushes it down to that wick, it turns into a shooting star, and then what they're trying to do is fill that wick to create a new lower low in the market to extend the trend going down, right? So when it comes to the opening balance, now buyers are coming right back in with that blue volume. So you see here, it's kind of a tough candle to trade. If you guys have any questions about price action, I can give you guidance live. Okay, I love price action. I've been studying this my entire life, and I love it. Like, it's. I hope you guys learn it too. See when it came down. See how we didn't really push down on that wick. The opening balance held. So those buyers that bought this opening candle, look at how they're coming right back in. They're pushing it right back up. Now see how it broke above 50%, that point of control. Now it looks like the buyers are in control of the volume. They might now come and test the opening price of that bearish candle. And this could come up and close above, then that's a bullish engulfing candle, right? Then this volume overtook or overwhelmed the previous bearish volume. These buyers, there's more buyers than there is sellers in the market currently on 5 minutes. Not on a daily, not on a weekly. Like, this is just 5-minute analysis, right? Cash, what's going on, my brother? Cash, you don't got to spend money on coffee every day. I respect you coming in here, bro, but you know, I really, really, really do respect you, man. But thank you. Your question is, you think 200, 300 is a good daily goal? Absolutely. Think about this, Cash. Let's say 250, we'll cut it right in half from 300. That's 1250 a week, 2500, that's 5,000 a month. Five bands a month, right? On a year, 60K. Like, just as supplemental income. Maybe you got some other side hustle, maybe you got another job on the side. That's good. That's good. And then as you scale up that account, you compound it, then we can maybe slowly increase our sizing, and then maybe we can make 400, 500 a day, right? But 250, 200, 300, excellent. Excellent. It's a daily wage. Some people, Cash, you told me last time you're from the US. I'm from Canada. 250, 300 bucks. Some people in US and Canada got to work 10 hours a day to make that type of money, right? And if we're making it trading a couple hours a day, man, it's good, guys. It's great. Okay, look at this. Now it's a big bullish engulfing candle closing in 10 seconds. So if we took that sell, we went in prematurely, we could have sold when it got rejected, but you see when it came to the opening balance, how quickly it came right back up? So that was kind of a clue that the buyers were still interested, okay? So you see how you avoid that. So that was a fake out candle. They closed it below, but look at the buyer's response coming right back in, okay? So we can kind of negate that zone, can kind of take our cut line. Now our cut line represents the bullish candle, right? We got to give the benefit of doubt to the buyers. They closed it above and they're holding it. So, you know, let's see now maybe if it can, it's a short wick too. So my analysis, what I always look at is the size of the wick. It's a short wick. Right now it's filling. This could continue to just drive up right now. It's already retested. I'm going to buy this, okay? For testing purposes, I'm buying. I'm going to place my stop loss. I can place it really tight, right below 50% of the bullish candle. If I'm kind of monitoring where the point of control of that bullish candle is, I could place my stop like right below it if I want. It's a tight stop loss. If you do that, there's the 618, there's the 382 right there, okay? So that's the bullish point of control of that candle. And then my stop, if I want to bring it down there, I could just be below that green box. I'm in a buy, guys. Real quick, I'm in a buy. Just testing things out prior to going into this futures market open. I kind of want to buy with the momentum off of this big bullish engulfing candle. Stop loss below that green zone, and then could look for maybe, see if the buyers can maybe come back in and test 50% of this bearish candle, like right in here. If they can take out this high and maybe right in there, right around there, okay? So I'm testing out a buy, guys. Kind of want to see if that bullish engulfing candle is for real, okay? That entire zone is about 40 to 50 pips up there, but if it starts moving maybe about 30, then I'm going to start reducing my risk. If we can close blue above this entire red zone, then we can flip this big red zone back to green, and maybe buyers can overtake the depth of the market, moving into the futures market, and we'll see if it can go up, okay? But I'm currently in a buy right now. I know it's early, but spread was good. I had a 0.5 spread, so I thought I'd just jump in real quick here. Okay, so opening balance, we're still holding. We're testing like that previous, you know, this red trend line. Okay, so you see how we're just getting a wick at it. So I'd like to see maybe can we penetrate above that wick. This also right here, this wick, we're having a difficulty time breaking it. So right now we're testing it again. This is the second attempt we're testing it. Put TP to 4,200. I would love that. I would love to get to 4,200. I'm looking for 4,117. 4,200 is big. But I would love it. Okay, and for scalpers, you know, if you're looking for 20 pips, that's 20 pips. Some scalpers are in and out on the 1 minute, and that's it, with zero drawdown right there. There's 20 pips, okay? 25, okay, you can start to kind of reduce risk. So that was a short wick continuation right off that bullish candle. I'm going to break even right now, that's it. It's up 30 pips. Why would you not be at a break even? Here's the close in 90 seconds. Okay, so I have no risk. Up 30 pips, 0 drawdown. Like that is scalping, guys. That's what you want as a scalper. Get in a trade, realize 0 drawdown, and hit 30 pips. Okay, I haven't taken out anything because I'm trying to teach too, but normally I would be 80% out. But I kind of want to see if this volume will close above this red so that maybe we can make it green. Maybe we can continue to get to that target. Then we do something. You guys are welcome to do whatever you want, right? Okay, this is for education, entertainment. I'm not your financial advisor. I don't want YouTube to cut us off. Uncle Ronnie is here helping out. But guys, if you're grabbing some pancakes, eat. Okay, we break bread together. That's 30 pips, 30-second close. Let's see if we can, and remember guys, pay attention to how high we close to the wick, because we could close right near the high, get an ignited bar, just like how this candle opened up. Maybe we get a continuation. And then if we're looking for pullbacks, get your cut line. You got to be quick. Take your cut line to represent 50% of this volume in case it's a quick pullback. Let's go. Okay, here's 10 seconds. Guys, come on. We're moving. There it is. 45 pips right to the target. Take some money out if you guys want. Roll. Right, look, it closed right. Motherfuckers with this manipulation. These cocksuckers. Sorry for my language, guys. That's my French Canadian coming out. Guys, this is like, you closed right at the highest point, and then they just bring it down. So now it's retesting our green zone. See, that's why I tell you guys, when we hit these targets, grab some money. You got, Sergio, you got 80% out? Good. I apologize for my language, guys. But sometimes you got to call these market makers cocksuckers. I'm sorry. That's what they are. That's exactly what they are. They're a bunch of... I don't want to say it again. Did you guys grab some money? Is everyone controlled their risk? Okay. Guys, it's not even 8 p.m. We made some chicken wing money. We're gonna buy Dave some big wings tonight. Afzal, you made $100? Perfect. There you go, $100. Nothing wrong with it. Guys, look at what we're retesting. The red zone flipped green, we're retesting. They're retesting 50% of that bullish candle. Let's measure it. I'll show you guys. Measure the opening balance. Measure the closing balance. 50%, basically right on the dot. Okay, so all we got to do is flip and we could continue. If we flip this candle, we're driving. We got no wick. We can drive to these bodies, maybe to the top of that red zone. Then 100% I'm grabbing money out of this, okay? I don't know why I'm not grabbing money out right now. Anytime I hit 50 pips, normally it's automatic. That's maybe what I got to do. But I'm waiting for this candle, this bitch to pop right now. Come on. Just flip this. Oh, shit. These sellers are holding it down. Who thinks? Should I hold this? Are we going to pop? Turn this into a hammer right now. It's a bullish pin bar. We're 2 points away from the highest point and driving. And then we get a 50 pip banger. If it gets up to those bodies, 60 plus. Okay? So, oh man. You've moved the stop loss. Yeah, if we can move this, I'll maybe take a trailing stop loss at the bottom of this wick. That's what you could also do. If we get continuation, some of you guys got to learn how to use a trailing stop loss. You can take your TP, be below this wick. All of this is secured, okay? But I like my 80-20 rule, okay? I love my 80-20 rule. I take out 80%, leave 20% running. But man, a lot of sellers up here. As soon as we came up there, they're pushing it down. So if it kind of closes like this, I pretty much, next bar might be bearish coming back down. Unless we can do something back here at the opening balance. So we're coming right back up again. So we got to flip this, fill our wick, and continue to drive up to these bodies. To 4,119 maybe. Jeff, you went in the same position and took 40 pips? Congrats, bro. Oh, it's Yuri, my man. Oh, there's the hammer. Oh, there it is, guys. I'm going to take out 80%, okay? Because I'm going to buy some chicken wings tonight. I'm taking out 80% and 20% break even right there. This is too easy, guys. 60 pips. 60. Man, this gold volume is unbelievable. My strategy is so simple. It's very simple. My daughter is 9 years old and she's doing this. She's scalping for 100 pips a day. She's... Maybe I shouldn't tell people that, but my 9-year-old is scalping for 100 pips a day. She's ready to quit grade 3. Guys, hit the likes in YouTube. We got 200 viewers. Come on. We just came in here. It's not even 8 p.m. and we've hit a daily goal. Let's go, guys. Okay, but big zone, we can't play games, is to that white line. That's 85 pips. That's a serious red zone, and that's a big target right up there. It's crazy, QL, how many pips we can catch in 1 minute, 5-minute candles now. It's insane. It's insane. Wow. Guys, okay, so recap. We waited for that bearish candle. Bullish engulfing candle, closed above, short wick. We took the trade right there. Drove, closed near the high, pull back. 50% of the candle, we flipped the red zone to green, and we broke, and now we're driving right up to there for 70 pips. Come on. Like, that is very technical. Anyone can learn this. This is not rocket science, guys. Keep trading, very, very simple. Now take your cut line to 50% of this bullish candle. If it's a small pullback, right in there, we pick up another higher low. Maybe it's a small doji candle. We're hanging around here, and we could drive. But please, everyone, should be at least at a break even, and you should maybe have scaled out. If you want some money in your pocket, listen to your uncle and grab some money. Don't be greedy. If you want to run it, let's run it. I got 20% running, but oh my God. I think Tokyo sessions are better than New York right now. I'm honestly saying that. I haven't said that in 20 years. Wow, guys, that's a big target. That's 85 pips up there. Holy shit. Right to the top is a 100 pip banger if we clear this red zone. Wow. What the hell is going on in these markets, guys? 100 pips, Celanto, amazing, guys. But don't get too greedy, okay? We banged that, we tapped that white line. I told you, it's a serious white line up there. We did a top down, explaining exactly everything. Guys, we only have 50% likes. I'm a big trader on psychology. We have over 200 viewers and only 100 likes. To me, it just doesn't add up. We came in here and we hit almost a 100 pip trade with 0 drawdown, live. Broke it down, analyzed it. What else do I got to do to get a like from you guys on YouTube? Honestly, like, come on. Who's doing this right now? It's disappointing, guys. It's disappointing. We come on here every day with you guys. All sessions. Tokyo, London, New York. Come on. We educate. We show you what we do live. People pay a lot of money for this shit, and we do it free for you guys. Gotta step up those likes, guys. Come on. That's 100 pips. Wow. It's not even 8 p.m., okay? They could reverse this on us at 8 p.m., okay? So please, guys, you know, like, don't get too greedy, okay? If it hits that yellow line, that's a daily point of interest. That is 130 pips up there, okay? I'm up 100 pips on that 20% run. I'm personally going to close my rest of my trade, okay? I'm closing it. I hit my daily goal right here. This is, like, guys, I keep scratching my head. I'm like, is this for real? Is this volume like this? I've closed my entire trade up there, okay? So the 20% is out. You guys need me to explain anything on that? I thought it was pretty thorough. I thought I was pretty clear at explaining that, okay? If I missed something, you guys let me know. Was there anything that you guys were confused about? Honestly, from the start, from that bearish candle, that's what started this trade. Is there anything that you guys are not sure about? Okay. But you see, guys, we broke right through that red zone. That white line is something important, and that's 100 pips. Anything when you get to a psychological number, 50 pips, 100 pips, do something. Because look at how the market will punish us now. I get, like, watch, before the futures market opens up, or almost at, it might come right back down where we entered, and you can piss away 100 pips. That easy. The way how you make it, it can be pissed away that fast. So you gotta be disciplined, okay? Guys, no one has scalped more candles than me, I guarantee you. I used to scalp 1 minute candles for 24 hours a day, 20 years straight. What killed me was greed. I'm telling you guys, listen to your uncle when I'm teaching you guys something. I'm 43 years old. I've learned something in my day. When I got greedy, I lost everything because the trade would always come back to either my break even or hit my stop loss. And I was, for years, I added up how much money I left on the table, and it just didn't make sense. Okay, so since that day, I'm a completely different trader. I'm very humble now. I trade to targets. See all of these lines? They're there for a reason. They're not just there to make my charts look really fancy for you guys. They're there, and I adhere to these. Okay, I don't, guys, for real, I don't fuck around. When it comes to these lines, I put more emphasis on the white ones and the yellow ones. The yellow ones are daily, the white ones are hourly. The little red ones are little 5-minute lines. But when anything as a scalper reaches 100 pips, guys, I scalp candles for just 20 pips. When we're getting 80, 100 now, and we're not taking out money, the market will punish us. It just watch, guys. You'll see. Backtest yourself. Journal your shit, and you'll see. I don't get greedy anymore. Someone will say, well, Ron, why did you take out? It might go 200 pips. Yes, it might. But it could also come all the way right back down. How many times live has it came all the way back down to my break even when I'm in profit because I want more? Guys, don't play games like that, okay? Trading is fun. It should be fun when you're enjoying it, but it should be a business, okay? We're not here to waste people's time. Same with you. You're here, you come in, it's late for you guys, make some money and get out, okay? You want some advice from an experienced trader? I'm giving you advice for free. I wish someone taught me that when I was younger, because it would have saved me a shit ton of money. Okay, so you see why I respect that red zone. And the red zone is where the sellers are. Look, it came right in there, impulsively broke out, didn't close above, so we can't flip it green, got rejected. We're still below this white line. The white line is the hourly. And look at the next candle, bearish, engulfing, ignited, coming all the way right back down, right? So it could start a bearish leg coming all the way back down, okay? If you want to still hold, but don't hold your entire trade because it's demoralizing when it comes all the way back down. That could affect your next trade. Then you're gonna be thinking about this trade, how much you were in the money, and then it came right back down. Some of you guys don't even go to break even. Some of you guys still have open stop losses. Guys, you're not invincible. The market makers know where your stop losses are. They can see it on their boards, okay? That's what they do. They hunt for stop losses. It's not a secret, okay? You got to know what goes on behind the scenes, and then that will make you that much better of a trader. But if you're still holding, I hope it goes to the sky for you guys. I hope it comes to the gentleman that's Yuri said, who said to 4,200. I hope it goes to 4,200, okay? And then you guys maybe can be done for the entire week. But we got to be on a serious note. 2.5 more minutes, the futures market is opening up, okay? So get ready, guys. Lots of volume, lots of volatility is coming. This is the futures market opening up in 2 minutes. Yes, it could continue to go bullish, but it could also come down, okay? And it might get volatile. It might be like an indecision candle. So my advice for everyone should at least be at a break even. That's on you if you're not. And you maybe should have taken some profit out. You don't got to do what I do, take out 80%. You can take out 25%. You can take out 50, you can take out 75, you can do whatever you want. Some of you guys might have a trailing stop loss, okay? Maybe trail it behind these 2 wicks right now, maybe below these bodies. And then what a trailing stop loss is, you move your break even into profit right there, and maybe below that body right there, you have 50 pips secured no matter what. If the candle comes down right there, you get taken out, but you have 50 pips in your pocket. That's if you want to hold and see if it will continue to go. That's up to you, okay? You got to figure out what works best for you, right? I do an 80-20 rule. I've been doing it for years, and I just watch my account grow with that rule. The reason being, I'm a scalper. I like to take the bulk of the trade quickly when it moves into profit fast and leave the rest running. Okay, because as a scalper, the majority of my money is made early in the trade on one candle, on two candles. I want to take the majority of that trade out because that's exactly what I'm looking for a scalper. It's hard, guys, to hold trades with you guys because I have a scalper's mentality. Okay, I don't even trade 5-minute candles when I'm trading by myself. I'm trading these 1-minute bars, like single bars. Boom, 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 boom. Kevin, you got scared and you didn't go in. Kevin, why did you get scared? Tell me. Let's talk right now. I'm not singling you out, but I kind of want to read your mind. What were you scared of entering that trade right there? What scared you? Maybe there was others in the chat too that were, second guessing. I just want to kind of pick your brain apart, and then I can explain it. Guys, I'm not singling anyone out. I'm just trying to help here. This is what I do with one-on-ones. Here's the futures market open up right now. Bearish igniting, drop, okay? But it's got a higher low, higher low, higher low. So it still tags some buyers, some pending orders. You had really bad trades last week. Okay, I understand. So it's last week's results that, yeah, I understand. It happens, okay? Your confidence is not working. I get it. I get it. But when we see a good setup, Kevin, no matter how our confidence is, when we see like an A+ setup, we have to take it. We got to. No matter how shitty our day was, how shitty last week was, as long as we're trading with proper risk management, we still got to go in with the A+ setups. I'll explain why I thought that was an A setup, not A+, but A setup, in my opinion. As soon as this candle closes, because I just want to watch this one. It's a very important 5-minute candle. But Kevin, I will explain that in one moment. Guys, I'm no longer in this trade, okay? So I don't want to deceive you guys. I just want to keep this on so I can explain where I bought in on the trade. But I'm not in it anymore. I'll continue to analyze with you guys. Still holding right there. Guys, if we can break out of here, we could easily hit 4,125 yellow line. And we could flip this zone red to green. Beautiful. Right in there. See where it held? Oops. Held right over here. See this body transition? That's where I said to put your trailing stop loss. Now you could be kind of trailing it behind. If we close above this red zone, we'll flip it green. Maybe we'll retest this and continue flying. You take your trailing stop loss and be below this zone if you guys can. Okay? As long as we close above. Okay? This has 3 more minutes. So Kevin, I want to explain that, okay? So remember this big green zone? It came from our top-down analysis. So green zones are where the buyers are, okay? And then it looks like this, where it came down one bottom. The neckline is kind of this red box. It came back down. There's the second bottom right there, right? So the second bottom has naturally the more volume. This is what we're trying to break. There's the W we're trying to break to get it above there. But what I saw, Kevin, was not only the green zone, the big green zone down here, I saw this bearish candle come down. They took out the liquidity from this last bullish candle right here at 4:30 p.m. Eastern, 16:30. And what I also said was it pushed down for a new lower low and closed below there. So when it closed below, remember, I went from the green zone to the red zone. And I said, we gotta be careful because there could be now sellers in the market. But as soon as that candle opened, look when it came down, it came right back up right away. It didn't really fill that wick to continue to push down. So it came up. And remember, Kevin, when I marked 50% exactly of that black candle, when it came in there, it did get rejected and it came all the way down. And right there, it should have broke that easy wick and filled that. But as soon as they broke that opening balance, the buyers stepped in. It's like a big tranche, a big order came in that pushed it right back up. Then I saw it went above that point of control, buyers are in control, and it engulfed it. So this is what I'm talking about, guys, an A+ setup. When you see that, a bullish engulfing candle with the liquidity grabbed right there. You can mark where the liquidity is. It's at that wick right there. So they swept the liquidity. Someone on YouTube asked me, can I explain what a liquidity sweep is? I'm doing it live for you right now in that trade we took. There was a liquidity sweep, came up. You also have a bullish engulfing candle that swallowed it. Think of that video game Pac-Man when he eats all the pellets. He filled, oh fuck, that's a nice bullish candle extension, guys. So it filled it, engulfed it. And then I looked, last thing, Kevin, was the size of the wick. We closed basically 97% right near the high. And as soon as it opened, look at how small the wick is. It's basically an ignited candle. Remember, I was looking for a pullback to buy in here, but it was a short wick. It was the firecracker where it lit, it popped, and it drove. So that's why I said, guys, I am buying right away. Some of you guys, I caught you guys off guard because I said right away I'm buying. Shit happens fast, guys, you know. And then look at how it closed right there. Pullback, red zone, green zone now with the volume closing above. You can use your cut line now. That would be cut 50% of that candle. Closing, pushing. Look at the wicks, holding above 4,117 and continuing to drive. Now we just tagged the yellow line, 4,125. If I was still in this trade, that would be a complete TP for me. That is like reading the tape, straight to the tape. If this bar now created a new high, closed above, this zone now go red to green now. So this is now showing us that there could be support if it pulls back in here. Now, see, small pullback, higher low, they're testing that. If it breaks out of here, holy shit. This is like the big double bottom now. Look, one bottom, the big neckline, second bottom, here it is. This is going to be now to determine if the buyers can squeeze it out of here, and we're not too far from the highest point of the day, the purple line. That was a big wick at when the market opened, 6 p.m. That's the daily candle open. It went right up there, 4,132, and they slammed it down. That was that leg coming down, and now it's filling right back up to C. So we got to get volume again to close above that yellow line so we can make it support, pull back, and then maybe start filling the wicks to get to that highest point of the day right there. If it needs to take a deeper pullback, we got the green zone right there, now supporting this move. So if you guys want to continue to hold, now this is what we're watching for. Okay? You guys got that? Guys, I love trading live because there's no fucking around live. Okay? I see traders say, like they just make a video, show this setup and said, I bought here, I did this, I would have done that. Do it live. Do it live. And do it consistently every single day for the last 6 years. And then that shows a true trader that knows what he's doing. Okay? Yes, there's going to be times where I take losses and shit like that. It's trading. So like when I told you there was that, you know, that manipulated candle that came down, that could have been a disaster. That could have really came down if they really wanted to hammer this market down. But the buyers are supporting this move. Every successive drop is producing a higher low and we're still holding points of control and we're closing above zones. So guys, that's 130 pips. And then now what I do is I just take my ruler and I continue to follow the next wick. The next wick is right here. So that we got to fill to the next wick right there at 610. So if it fills up there, that's 160 points. And then the next one would be filling to the daily high. So all I do is why I measure it there is because if these sellers who sold it at today's high are serious and they want to push this down, they will be right here to keep it below this wick, like right here. If it breaks here, then it's got a high probability it will come test the daily high and maybe continue to drive. But guys, I'm no longer in this, but I'm just measuring it for you guys. Man, like, guys, in 20 minutes, I'm leaving to go for chicken wings with Dave. We came in here and look at what we just produced. Like, Tokyo sessions are unbelievable lately. Holy shit. Like, this is crazy, guys. Are we witnessing the same type of volume and volatility in the markets lately? Like, to come in, we took this trade at, what time was it? 7:40. I don't think I've taken a trade at 7:40 in the last 5 years. Before the futures market opens up. You want to sell now? You could maybe, but look at what you're selling against. I don't know. I would wait to see either a rejection or a bearish candle coming down. It's tough to sell against that. I don't know, guys. Yeah, Charles, I agree with you. Tokyo is the best sessions right now. Holy shit. Sergio, bro, are you looking at what I'm watching right now? This shit is crazy right now. And I hope I explained the entry, okay? Whatever happens after the fact, like with the profit, is your business. My business is explaining the entries and reducing our risk, okay? Yeah, if you want to sell, wait till you cash, you got it. Wait till it sweeps the high. Like, if you want to sell, maybe this is what's got to happen. We got to sweep that high of the day, maybe come back down, use that purple line as the resistance, then you look for your sell. That's what I would look for. But it's difficult to sell against a big bullish candle. Like, we don't even see a rejection wick. Like here, if you see this come up and then a rejection, then it kind of consolidates, then you can maybe sell. Right now, you're selling against a big solid candle. And then it's, look, it's not even overbought right now. Like, according to this really shitty indicator, it's not even, it's at 63, 64. So this shit can, holy fuck, guys. Wow. That's 200 pips back to the high of the day. My God. Holy shit. Hitting a daily goal from 7:40 p.m. going into 8 p.m. My God. Right before all the sports starts too. Man. Let's go, guys. Hit the subs. We're a couple subs away from 87,000. Come on. Zero drawdown. Yeah, that's another thing, guys. Zero drawdown. Does anyone care about drawdown anymore? I kind of, you know, when I'm critiquing myself, personally, I critique myself with my drawdown. I'm a really proud trader because a lot of my trades that I personally take are limited drawdown, sometimes no drawdown right into profit. That's why I really love scalping 1 minute candles, because if you know exactly what you're looking for, you can go directly right into 10, 20, 30 pips and be right in the money. Remember when this candle was going right up to that green box and I told you guys, that's what 1 minute scalpers look for, right there. If I show you how it looks on the 1 minute, it's this bar right here. Right here. You see where we entered? We entered right here, 740. It kind of consolidated, 741, 742, and right there, 743. 3 minute trade right there. That's 20 pips. That's normally what a 1 minute scalper is looking for. Just that, right there. They get their 20, 25 pips, they're out of the trade, or 80% break even. But notice no drawdown, right into the money. So that's what I like when I'm scalping. Does it always happen? No. I would love if it always happened, but guys, there's no other trade to look at right now. Like, this is beautiful. If you do want stop that. If you really want to like sell the market right now, I would wait for maybe a sweep of the high of the day. Stop posting that shit on the charts. Guys, we're not too flashy on YouTube. You know, we don't put money in advertising and things like that. You know, if you found us, thank you. You found us because everyone on YouTube is hitting the like and sharing and subscribing to the channel. So we want to find people around the world organically that really want to learn how to trade. If you want to learn how to trade, we'll teach you how to trade. Okay, we won't teach you about a lifestyle. We won't teach you about strippers and blow and fancy cars and shit like that. We're old men here. We're 43 years old. We eat chicken wings. That's what we do here for fun. Okay, we eat chicken wings and we watch sports. Okay, if you want to go follow the 20-year-old kids that are partying and doing all that, go for it. But if you're here to learn, we'll teach you how to trade. Okay, that's what we're passionate about trading, and that's what we want to be known for. We want to be known for our education. Now, guys, it's up to you. We're at the highest point of the day. Like, now what can happen is exactly what Cash was saying. They could take the highest point of the day, and then maybe that will trigger like sellers to come back in. But this is 200 pips. If you're not happy with 200 pips at 7:40 p.m. Eastern, and what time is it now? 8:15. I don't know what else to say to you guys, honestly. Because normally when we're trading at this time, gold, we're lucky if this whole move was 40 pips. Like, go back and look a couple years back. Same time, look at gold. Go a couple years back and look at gold at this time from 7:40 to 8:15 and see how it was moving and calculate. Just measure the moves. And if you see 200 pips in 30 minutes at this time, I'll buy you chicken wings. Okay? This is not normal. This is not normal. This is like daily, weekly goals here. Okay? But now you see some sellers are coming in the market, okay? So now when we have all of our defined areas, now what I always say is stretch them into the future. This yellow line was resistance. When we were coming down, this yellow line is now resistance. But with the volume closing above now, this line will act as support. It will act as where the buyers might come in and buy pullbacks. This zone that we had over here was a red zone, right? It was red because the volume was below. Then we came up, we traded right in the zone, we closed above the zone. So now we make it green and we stretch it into the future. Because if it ever comes back down into here, all of these buyers that bought up here and the ones that missed out, they might be having all their pending orders to buy a discount pullback in this zone. So if the market does this, kind of right now, coming back in, it may come back down to this zone and pick up and that could create the higher low and the retest. Okay, maybe it doesn't come in the zone. Maybe it comes to the yellow line right here. Maybe it might hold here, the buyers. Okay, if you're still holding the buy, this is how you got to look at it. You got to look at it as, will this hold as support? And if you lose this zone, then unfortunately, if it closes below there, you got to flip the zone back to red, and then the sellers could push it all the way back down to where the trade initiated, and maybe even break there and then cause a lower low. Okay, but right now, the buyers are buying it. Okay, look at even that candle. It pulled back. Did it tap the yellow line? No. So it came right back up with the higher low, and it's bullish again. So we're barcoding now. Bullish, bearish, bullish. So this is your flag pattern now. It only takes 2-3 bodies to identify how the volume is trading. There it's bullish, there it's bearish, and we came back up bullish. Now it's a spin top. So where will it close? Will it close inside the zone? If you need me to make it neutral, this is what it looks like. Okay? And then now the volume is just kind of consolidating right here. Okay, it might flag up here. Yes, a flag has a high probability of continuing to go to the upside. However, if volume closes below, then we might get one more leg to push back down. Sergio, you got it. That's the best life. Chicken wings, weed, sports, and pancakes. Doesn't get. That's the life of a 43-year-old man. Doesn't get any better than that. Yep. If you guys are in London, come for some wings with Dave and I. You guys are welcome to come. Thank you guys. We just hit 87,000 subscribers. We're 2 away. Oh no, we hit it. We hit it. Thank you guys. So we really do appreciate it. Another 13,000 subscribers. We're gonna be at the 100K. And it's going to be exciting. So thank you guys so much. You know, we really do appreciate it. Guys, we're also doing a London session later tonight. So Ron's going to come back from having some wings. I'm not even going to sleep. I'm probably going to watch some basketball games and the football game. And then we're going to start a session either at midnight, 12 Eastern, or 1 a.m. Okay? I'm not even going to sleep. And we're going to go till 5 a.m. So we're going to do a little pre-London analysis. And then we're going to see how London market opens up at 3 a.m. and we're going to watch it till 5. And then after that, I'm going to go to sleep. But if you want to join us for London, you're welcome. We're going to look at gold. We'll look at gold. We'll look at DAX. That's German 30, German 40. So if you want to already do some analysis, get it done. get your gold charts done, get your DAX, which is German 30, German 40. It's the German stock exchange. So what trades in it is BMW, Mercedes, Porsche, Siemens, a lot of German corporations are in there. And we'll also maybe look at GBP USD or Euro USD, one currency pair to do with the European market. You guys tell me on the call, and I'll do a nice top down, and we'll look at gold, DAX, and either Euro USD or GBP USD. It's up to you guys, okay? You guys let me know. DAX, Justin, is the German stock market. It's also known as GER30 or GER40. German 30, German 30, 40, or DAX. That's the ticker, okay? Yeah, later tonight, guys. Omar, later tonight, okay? So if you look on our schedule, right over here, guys, if you come to our schedule, that's why you got to look at our schedules, guys, because I'm crazy like that, and I'm all over the place. Okay, so this is what we're doing right now. Here's Thursday. This is our Tokyo session. You see, going into Friday, after midnight, we're going to do a live London session. I have it scheduled at 1 a.m. till 5 a.m., but maybe midnight, who knows? Just I'll throw the link, guys. That's why you got to be notified on and subscribe to the channel on YouTube, okay? And we're going to drop that. Guys, there's a free Telegram channel pinned at the top of YouTube for you guys. Please join this, okay? Right over here, Adrian's Glow Up Journey. I made $600 from today, first day here. Congratulations, Adrian. That's amazing, amazing. Congrats, for real. $600 first day here with us. So join us, guys. Join this free Telegram channel. And also risk management crash course. 2-day crash course, boot camp, whatever you want to call it. It's going to be on November 1st and 2nd, Saturday, Sunday. It's a weekend event, okay? Ron's got no life. I'm going to be here on the weekend with you guys. So if you want to learn about risk management, I'll go over it with you guys. Join us. You also get a 1 month included with us, okay? I really want to see lots of you guys on this. If you need help with risk management, I'll do my best to help you. So you see how we managed the risk on this trade? We got in. You see where I placed my stop loss. I told you when it started moving in profit, take my stop loss to break even. When it starts getting to the zones, I start scaling out my profit and leaving runners, right? So we'll learn all about that, guys, okay? And for the lifetimers that are enrolled with us at SST, you guys are automatically included in that as well, okay? Omar, you're going to get a gallon of espresso Cuban coffee? Get me some too. I'm going to need it, guys. Okay? So right now, it's a bearish leg coming down. You see that they never took out the high of the day. Okay? It came very close, but they never swept it. Okay? So right now, we're getting a bearish leg coming back down. Will it come all the way back down to 4,121, 4,120, right in this zone? Maybe. Lee, did it take the high on your chart? I'm just following this one, FXCM. Maybe the charting is different from broker to broker. But what I see here is this candle did not take out that candle right there. Okay. Guys, that's it. We're going to wrap it up. I'm going to go head out now for some wings with Dave. And I hope you guys had some fun. These are quick little sessions, but they're bangers. Like you come in, grab some pips, and we get out. So if you guys want to analyze this trade, go ahead and analyze it. Hopefully I broke it down for you guys. But also join us later tonight, okay? Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification so you don't miss out, okay? And then look at it right there, guys. See how it came down to the yellow line. Right back to 4,125. Remember, the yellow line holds more emphasis than just the red line. The red line is just from this 5-minute level. So yellow is a daily point of interest. So when it came down there, it's showing me that the daily is still holding and it could come right back up bullish and then literally take out that purple line. But you see how it's respecting it? So this is, you can kind of trade off of these lines or these zones. That's what I do. I scalp off of these. Like, just for example, if you bought where it came down there on that pullback, you're up right now another 35 pips with no drawdown. That's why I like pinpointing either these yellow lines, the green boxes, back down, maybe down into here, the purple line, back down to this white line, back down to that yellow line. It's an old school way of trading. It's called reading the tape. If you're a dinosaur like me, This is how we used to trade back in the day, okay? And with technology now, it's very easy, okay? So thank you guys so much. I appreciate everyone. God bless everyone. Go enjoy the rest of your evening. If it's late for you guys, go get some sleep. And we'll see you guys in a couple hours. So either midnight or 1 a.m. Eastern, we're going to kickstart our live London session. Okay, guys? And next week, we're going to do New York sessions. New York and post-New York's next week. Okay? So thanks, guys. Have a great day. And remember, guys, just trade smart. If you've hit your daily goal or you're well on your way, close the computer and stop trading, right? That's it. You don't want to make this an addiction. You want to make it like it's a boring job, like a routine. You come in, you do your work, and you clock in, you clock out, and you go home. That's exactly what you got to do here, okay? Don't turn this into a casino, okay? Unless you're using an x-ray machine like they caught those guys in Vegas. If we can do an x-ray machine, kind of see what's inside the candles, maybe that's what we got to do. Okay, that's a footprint chart if you want to know what that is. Okay, but I had fun, guys. Have a great day. Thank you guys so much for liking and subscribing to the channel. Join that risk management 2-day crash course / bootcamp, and you can learn more with us. Okay, guys. Have a great day. Thanks, everyone. Everyone on Zoom, enjoy the rest of your evening. I hope you guys had some fun. And YouTube, guys, let me know, guys, do you like the new layout that we have, the new red and black theme that we got going on? How's the camera? How's my hair look? Everything look good, guys? Have a good day. Justin, enjoy your day. Sergio, take care, brother. I appreciate you. Have a good day. Rob, Kevin, we got to get your confidence back, okay? Just take it candle by candle, slowly. You know what I used to do, Kevin, to get my confidence back? Take small trades to boost my confidence. And then when you get a little string of them together, then your confidence is back. It's like in a baseball game, you know, Toronto Blue Jays. If a hitter is in a slump, you just got to get on base. Even if you just take a bunt, even if you just bunt, or you get a walk, you get on base. That's all it takes. And then that confidence can start to go from there. So just like trading, take a small trade, even if it's 20 pips. That could boot. That's all it takes to get you out of a slump and get your confidence back. Okay, we don't got to hit 500 pip trades. Just a small little 20 pip, 30 pip trade. That's like hitting a single or a double in baseball. You're on base, and then maybe the next time you're up to bat, you're gonna slam it out of the park and get a big home run. Okay, that's how you got to go about trading, guys. Take it candle by candle. Don't over leverage, because if you do, then you're really gonna destroy your account, and then you got to go through that cycle again of coming back. So we take losses, but we can take controlled losses where it doesn't, like right now, if you made 100 or 200 pips on your next trade, if you even trade with a 50 pip stop loss and you get stopped out, you're still keeping 100 or 150 pips in your pocket. You're not trading with a 200 pip open stop loss to give back everything that you just made. Stop trading like that, okay? That's not trading. That's gambling. You got to also be a risk manager. You also got to be an account manager, not just a trader. You got to do everything, okay? It's a lot. We're trading. We're also managing accounts. We're managing risk. And we're going to manage how many chicken wings we're going to eat tonight, okay? So that's what we got to do tonight, okay? Charles, you're going to buy the wings tonight? Thank you, bro. I appreciate you. Don't worry, I'll buy you guys the wings. Whenever I see you guys, we'll buy the wings for you guys, okay? Thank you, guys. Have a great day. God bless. Look at that blue candle coming right back up. Maybe going to tag that highest point of the day. Have a great day, guys. Man, these Tokyo sessions are unbelievable.
Hey guys, good morning, welcome to the live session of Stocks Network Trading. My name is Dave, guys, my partner is Ron. Let's get down to business here, guys.
In on US30, sell, okay? I'm jumping in. Guys, that's a 100 pip drop. Yes, we caught it. Hey, guys, 200 pips, please, secure.